What are
So,
we starting with? Let's get into it.
Yeah, let's do
Me
it.
and Derek are on it, bro. You're out here giving
Yeah,
me
we're
technical
ready.
I
You're
know.
just lagging out here.
I'm.
Wipe your ass and let's
I
record.
thought I
Okay?
was the technical guy in this fucking in this podcast,
Yeah,
but I
you're
guess
the
not.
IT guy.
And cameras and shit.
Fucking, I don't know what the hell I'm doing over here.
Your eyebrows look nice.
Thank you.
Yes.
Did you get them
I'm
done?
so envious.
What's that?
What?
Did you get them done or what?
The last time I got a haircut.
Oh, why didn't you get the fucking stripes?
Ah!
This is in high
Come on,
school
Soldier
where
Boy, get
I
your-
used to get the part. Used to get the soccer player part. Everyone's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you play soccer."
Fucking lightning bolt in the back.
I had that for prom, though. I ain't gonna lie. I had that for senior prom. I had the little mohawk with the little thing, with the little design in my
Okay.
hair back in my glory days.
The glory days. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Everything's stable. I think we're back. We're good. Let's show them the cup real quick. Show them what you got there.
Look what my mommy made me, yo. Look at this shit, yo. Cups, yo. And best
Damn.
believe it's alcohol in here. The logo right there.
Oh, yeah.
Got our faces on it. Come on. Isn't she an angel? Fucking sweetheart. I love her so much.
Getting our faces
your
on
cups
these
at-
things.
I don't have the plug yet. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we don't have merch.
If
We don't
you
have
want a
merch.
cup,
We have a
let me know.
website.
Yeah. Yeah, we
DM
sell the cups on
DM
our website.
Leslie
Go to the website. Yeah. Follow me.
I don't know if we're there yet. But
All
all right, boys. Season 2, episode 1, or if we want to call it episode 23. We are back. We're officially back. We got a cool little episode here for you guys today. A lot of NFL talk, because the season's right around the corner. Some NBA sprinkled in there. There was a lot of drama this summer, and we've even, thrown some stuff on the IG and the TikTok about what we think about DeJounte Murray. Kind of a sucker, but yeah, I came up with this segment, or I kind of saw this, being posted all over the social media and stuff. There's always a post about who's stopping this trio or who's stopping this, this foursome or whatever. I'm kind of sick and tired of it, so I wanted to come up with something so that we can discuss about how good is this big three, or how good is this big four. You're gonna post it, and they always post this stuff, and then sometimes it fizzles out throughout the entire season. So the first one is who's stopping this trio, the Nets big three. So we got Ben Simmons, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Durant. So for those who don't know, Kevin Durant is officially back after his whole whatever fiasco, whatever you want to call it. So I guess Les, I'll start with you. What do you think about this Nets big three this upcoming season? Do you think they have it in them to win a chip?
No, sir, not at all. I think they're gonna stop themselves. They're like all divas. It's not gonna work. They won't play because of outside circumstances, and to be that type of NBA player, that type of athlete, you gotta just put it all in the game. They're not that, so they're gonna have some fucking female problems, and then it's gonna affect the game, and then the trio's not gonna work out. It might not be specifically that reason. It might not be a female or anything, but it's them. They're not gonna have a kryptonite or a team that they just can't match up with because they have all the talent. But yeah, it's gonna be an outside source or an attitude problem or something that has to do with not their skill set, But it's definitely them that's gonna
I
shoot
totally feel
themselves
that.
in the foot.
So kind of an imploding season. What about you, Derek?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, I agree with you, Les. When I first saw you write this down, the way I read it, I was like, probably what's going to stop them is a global pandemic that forces you to get a vaccine. That was the first thing that came to my head. Anything like that, any big issue like that, they're going to implode on themselves, like you said, Les. How many games do we think they're actually going to play with each other? If they play half the season together, 40 games, that's probably good. I don't see them playing many more games together as a trio. Yeah. And even if they each play like over 60 games each, like I feel like that's a miracle, even at that. And like it's like weird to say that KD is probably the most reliable to play all the games, like given his injury history, but like he only played 65 last year or something, but I don't see them playing like more than half the season together.
I agree. No, I totally see where you're coming from on that. And I even saw like throughout the offseason, how Kyrie was trying to get traded and all, but at the same time, he was also like, okay, like I'm down to play with you guys, but I want to like play like a certain amount of games. He gave like, he kind of gave like a take it or leave it deal. Like, oh, I want to play this X amount of games. I don't know the exact number, but it was probably lower than, like 65 games that he wanted to play for the Nets, which is, you might be able to make the playoffs and you could be competitive, but you're not going to be able to compete for a championship if you don't have your entire team for the full year. I mean, we saw it firsthand. Like the Celtics kind of manhandled them, especially like when they thought they could just bring Kyrie back for the playoffs and then try and win games. So there's that. The next one I have are the reigning AFC champs in the NFL, the Bengals trio, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Joe Mixon. And we can even slide in T. Higgins in there if we want to, but I don't know why people are.
We don't have to. We don't have to do that.
I mean, I still think they're going to be a good team, and we're going to get to our our division winners and wild card spots later, but I don't want to go as far as saying that it was a fluke season for these three and T. Higgins, but I mean, I just want to hear you guys' take. What do you think? How well do you think they're going to do? And are they this like unstoppable trio? Are they the best trio in the NFL? Like, where is your rankings of them? I guess.
Yeah, how do you feel about this, Les? Because like, I mean, I know your Raiders; they got some firepower. Like, would you take your guys over this trio? Or
So first, I don't want to tell you my answer on that right now. Let me just say this disclaimer first. What we've seen with like kind of like in a Colin Kaepernick situation is that we didn't have any like film on that Cincinnati team. Like they weren't that till last season. Like they really burst upon the scenes hard.
Mm-hmm.
So now that we got like a full season, like we can point out some weaknesses. We can see where like they can get to Burrow or how they can contain Mixon. Like they're not gonna be what they was ever. Like we kind of saw that with like the Kansas City Chiefs. Like did the Kansas City Chiefs like come back better after that Super Bowl? I don't think so. I think it's like a decline because now teams are like kind of shooting at you, like teams are aiming for you. Teams are like just, I don't know. I think now that we have film, how like Colin Kaepernick had that one breakout season where he was serving everybody. He led the Niners to the Super Bowl versus Ray Lewis, and Ray Lewis had the spirit of God, so they won. Fucking, that's what the Cincinnati Bengals are. They're just a newly good team that we all have like film on now. So they're not going to be what they were. I don't think that big three is going to be a thing, honestly. And I don't know. The way like running backs been acting nowadays, Joe Mixon is about to catch a case any day now.
From Freedom too. He went to Freedom.
Yeah, exactly. Blew us out.
Yeah, every time.
I don't know. I mean, I think like if you look at it last year, like they were only 10-7. They still won the division. They got into the playoffs. Like, is it crazy to think that they go 12-5 this year? They win another game or two. Like, I know the Ravens will be better, but like they're still all super young. I think Joe Burrow is like legit. I think he is that guy. And like, okay, yeah, they have more film on them now, but like, I still think they're pretty legit. They're only going to get better from here. It was only Burrow's first like full season. I mean, yeah, like I would probably still take other quarterbacks over him, but I don't know. Like Chase was a rookie, Mixon's still young. Like they could beat you both ways. Their line has gotten better, so I don't know. I think they'll be like pretty solid this year. But yeah, we'll get later with the predictions.
Is Burrow top 5 quarterback?
Yeah.
Is Burrow top 5 quarterback?
No, not top
10.
No,
not even top 10.
Yes,
top 10.
Okay.
Yeah, we said
he's
yeah.
top 10.
7 or 8.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
sure.
All right.
I would put him there. Yeah, I just think he
That's a
has that
good spot.
like he's a winner. Like I think he has that like it factor. Like he may not have the craziest arm or whatever, but I don't know. I think he just has that.
They
I think he's
kind of pulled
confident,
that
but we can't
KC game out of their ass.
Mm-hmm. No, he's confident, but I don't know. We got to see like what his like second season does when like everyone has him on like their radar, you know, like because people said that Baker Mayfield had that it factor, but turns out he was just a confident person, you know. He was like, I think, who knows, like Joe Burrow might just be super confident. He might have a lot of charisma.
But Joe Burrow took them to the Super Bowl. Like, I mean, they beat the Raiders, and I mean, like barely. But then they go into KC, and like they kind of just had the game. The entire time they were trying to give the game away, if I remember it correctly. But they were able to come out of there with a win and go to the Super Bowl, and everyone was freaking out. I mean, like a 10-7 team doesn't normally make the Super Bowl, but here's like one thing though, in my opinion, if they were to play like that KC Buffalo game, I don't think they'd be able to come out with a win in that situation. Like Mahomes is probably one of the only QBs, or Josh Allen, to be able to come out of a game like that. I don't know if Joe Burrow can do that. But that's a discussion for another time, and we can talk about like top 10 QBs then and there. But here's another trio though in the NFL that has a lot of hype behind them this upcoming season, and that is the Chargers. Justin Herbert, Austin Eckler, Keenan Allen. You can flip flop Mike Williams in there if you wanted to, and their defense got better, but. Bolts fan Derek over here, what do you think about the Chargers? Are they going to be the Chargers of the past, or are they going to be a different team?
I don't know. I mean, each year, you gotta hope for the best. You got to put your expectations low, obviously. But I don't know. I think this is the year it turns around. Like, I mean, yeah, like you said, you can also put in Mike Williams there. I think they turned around. Like, I think that's the best trio in that division as well. They got so much firepower. Like, Herb's only going to get better from here, right? Like, he has solidified himself as a top quarterback in the league. Like, that's going to be hard to stop. The defense has gotten better as well. But, yeah, I know it's just for this trio. But, I don't know. I would take them up against anyone, to be honest. I would take them up against the Bengals as well.
100%. Les, what do you think about them?
I might do that too, yeah. Yeah, no, Chargers are the team to beat, yo. We'll definitely talk about it more when we get into the divisions. But, yeah, like, I have them making the playoffs over my Raiders just based off common sense, to be honest. It's like they're a squad. The Chargers, right?
No, they are. Yeah,
they're a squad. They have a big three. Keenan Allen's a boy. Great running game. He's like a dual threat back where he can be a receiver and running back at the same time. And then, that I don't know why I'm going fucking blank right now. The Chargers for the quarterback for the Chargers.
Oh, Justin
Herbert. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, but Herbert is a fucking boy. I feel like he'll be an MVP candidate within like the next 2 to 3 years. I honestly feel like
I think he'll be an MVP.
I think he could be this year.
Yeah,
100%.
Of course you do, Derek.
I mean,
no.
Come on, yeah.
After seeing what he did last season, I think he threw up like 35 tutties, maybe like 16, 17 picks. But I mean, the way that last game of the season, against the Raiders, where he had like a 20-play drive, hit like 3 or 4 like fourth down conversions, that was like nuts. Like, see, ridiculous. he's someone I can see winning a game like that KC like Buffalo game that we saw in the divisional round. Yeah. So like Herbert, yes, 100%. I would honestly bet the house on him trying to like win MVP this year, if not Josh Allen. So those two guys, the AFC is going to be super competitive, and I think Herbert's going to be godly. I've been saying this since he came out of college. I didn't really watch too much college football, but I knew he was going to be good.
No, he's a real good dual threat quarterback too. Like he went to Oregon. He's hella fucking fast and athletic, but like he's also super physical. He has a great arm, sneaky fast, like an Aaron Rodgers fast. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just smart. Yeah.
So I wanted to bring up a couple more trios before we move on to the next topic, but these are three of these NBA trios, that I'm personally excited for and excited to watch in the upcoming season. So the first one that I wanted to bring up was the Nuggets big three. You got the Joker, back-to-back MVP. You got Michael Porter Jr., coming off that back injury, but he'll be healthy. And then Jamal Murray, coming back from the ACL injury. I think the Nuggets might be a top 4 team in the West. They're going to be really, really good. How far do you think this big three can go in the playoffs and maybe even, the finals?
I wouldn't say finals. I mean, defending champs, we got to protect our throne. And, I think it's us again, to be honest, with a biased opinion. Just saying that. But also, I think we're going to see them in the Western Conference Finals. I think they can definitely beat the fucking Lakers. As long as the Lakers have Westbrook, they can definitely beat the fucking Lakers. They can beat the Clippers easily.
I don't think the Lakers should be in the conversation.
I mean, when in doubt, LeBron James can do it. He can take a team.
That's
with nobody,
That's Derek's when in doubt team. You gotta go with the Lakers. They're always gonna be there.
Kinda.
You're right, Les. As long as they have LeBron, as long as he still looks like this, you still can't count him out, right?
You can never, never. He's like Tom, right, no. Arian?
I'm counting him out. They maybe will win one playoff series. Maybe.
No, I agree with you on that. This year I don't. Yeah, no. But you still can't count them out. Just as long as they have LeBron and if AD is healthy. But yeah. I pumped the brakes this year.
I was also thinking some kind of a long shot, but what if AD has some MVP type season this year? That would be pretty nuts, in my opinion.
What if Westbrook is a top 3-point shooter this year? Hypotheticals never existed. Who knows, right? No one knows. It probably won't happen. He'll probably get injured mid-season and then be trying to rest up for playoffs, and then they exactly what Derek said, get eliminated first or second round. Third round best. They're not going to no conference finals.
That was the conference finals, but.
Oh, third round?
I feel like Westbrook's about to get traded though. LeBron already tweeted at him, and you know what happens when LeBron tweets about a player on the Lakers? They end up getting traded a few months later, or if not the next week. So watch out for that. There's already rumors about a three team trade coming on with the Utah Jazz and the Knicks.
I've seen the Pacers trade rumors, but who the hell wants Russ though? Come on, really?
They have to include those two unprotected first rounders from 2026 and 8, and then that's so far away. That's 4 years away.
So,
a future first rounder is better than Russell Westbrook right now. Someone that's a sophomore in high school.
He still got it.
No, he doesn't. It's not his physical ability; it's his mental. He's so toxic. He's a cancer. And he must be stopped. I'm sorry.
I can't wait for him and Pat Bev just to get into a fight midway through the season. Oh, I can't wait for that.
That's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. They're gonna butt heads. They're just gonna pan to the bench, and then it's just gonna be Pat Bev and Russ going like this, and then LeBron's like, "Hey, come on." And Russ Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves is like, "Come on, guys."
Oh god.
All right, another big three. This one's kind of overhyped. I actually really like this big three, but I don't know how well they're gonna do. It's the Timberwolves big three: Anthony Edwards, Cat, and Gogurt. I don't know. They're gonna be a really good. They're gonna be a really good team, but they might get ran off the court in the playoffs.
Yeah, I would take the Nuggets right now over them, like we just mentioned. Nuggets have proved it before. I know it was the bubble, but they still went on that run. You saw how Murray played. Obviously Jokic is MVP. And then also, I was thinking, in the West, obviously the Suns, you still have Booker, CP, Ayton. And then, I know Clippers don't really have a third guy, but healthy Kawhi and PG, You can slide in Powell as their third guy. Like, he's won a championship. He's proven he can play in the playoffs. I know he's not like a star like that, but like I'd probably
like
still
Powell.
take I'd still take the Clippers over them. Like, I don't
Mhm.
really, I don't know. Timberwolves have high aspirations, but like I don't really see them going that far.
You need like Anthony Edwards to have like an All NBA type season for even them to be in that conversation. You know, with like the
I think he
Nuggets,
might.
Clippers, or like Suns. Yeah, he might. He might.
Yeah.
He's definitely going to make the All-Star team. I'd put my
Yeah.
money on that.
Yeah, I mean, if he makes All-Star team, like it's close to all NBA, right? I think that team's gonna do so well. To be honest, like they got the big man's down pack, yo. And then once Anthony Edwards gonna do his thing, he is. I have a lot of faith in that team. They're gonna probably. What if they meet the Lakers in the first round, and then they beat the Lakers in the first round? I can see that happening. I think the Timberwolves are.
I can see
they're
that.
probably going to be around the same. They might be around the same, like seeding, like lower seeds in the
Lakers.
West.
Lakers 4, Timberwolves 5. Lakers 4th seed.
Jesus,
No,
I don't even know about Lakers 4th seed. I
Oh
don't
my
even know
goodness.
about that.
No,
I'm
No
thinking
way.
bottom half for sure. No.
LeBron, no. Lakers will be top 5 team in the West. Lakers will be top 5 team in the
no,
West.
they won't.
Nah,
Stop
I don't know about
it.
that.
LeBron is here, healthy AD, defense wins championships. They just got Pat Bev. Come on, give him a chance.
LeBron secured $100 million. You don't think he just wants to cruise and live in LA and fucking just chill? He's gonna be. They're gonna be good, but like they probably will be like an 8th seed or a 7th seed. I don't see them maybe doing better than that.
So name 3 teams better than the Lakers for sure. Warriors,
The
of
Pelicans,
course.
the
Pelicans
the
for
Timberwolves.
sure.
Damn, the Pelicans
Yes,
for
I think
sure.
the Pelicans are gonna be better.
You started with the
Wow.
Pelicans. I was gonna say Warriors. I mean, you gotta start with the
First thing
Warriors.
that came to mind.
If you're gonna give me like top 3 teams in the West, I mean, I was gonna go with Suns, Clippers, and Warriors. Those are my top 3 teams in the West, and then the 4th team would be the Nuggets. 5th team, I'd probably throw Dallas in there. I'd throw Dallas right back in
you
there.
know what? Yeah,
And then I'd also go with the Timberwolves and the Pels, who are also better than the Lakers right now.
All
I
right.
think that's where it gets even.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
like right around
All
that
okay.
range. Like if you still have LeBron with the young core, like I could see Lakers being around there. But yeah, I like the
Fair.
Mavs as well. I still
Yeah. Luka got hurt though.
I'd
on
honestly
FIBA,
put the
but
Mavs over the
I think
Clippers,
I'll
to
be
be
fine.
honest.
Really.
I think the Mavs are better than the Clippers, to be honest.
Hot takes last. Jesus Christ.
I think they
I
are.
mean, healthy
They made it
Kawhi and
closer last-
PG.
Paul
Well,
George
they
is
didn't have
that-
Kawhi.
and PG weren't even there.
overrated. Paul George is so overrated. He's not. He hasn't been the same since the injury. Let's just get it out there. Let's just say it. He's not that good, bro.
He was an
They
MVP
didn't have Kawhi last
conversation.
year.
He's a low caliber star. A low caliber star.
No.
Super low caliber. He's like I don't know how to put him. Honestly, like I don't know. I wouldn't say who he's a B grade of, but he's a B grade of somebody. He's an A plus
Hey.
Paul George.
Let's leave it at that. I don't want to go
my.
any deeper into this. This is just
I'm just saying.
Absurd.
I'm just saying.
the words
I'm just
coming
saying.
out of Les's mouth.
Wow.
They gotta get rid of
All
Paul
right,
George.
I-
He's the problem.
What?
Hey,
Good,
he still
good.
finished
Good
top 3 in
dominant big
MVP
man for Paul
voting.
George. Huh?
Paul
He
George
was in the
still
MVP
top.
conversation.
Paul George was top 3 one year in MVP voting. So let's just
What
say
year
that.
was that? What year was that?
When he was with
Last year in
OKC.
OKC. Last year in OKC.
Lash. And then Westbrook begged him
That
to
was 3
stay. He
years
didn't want
ago.
to stay. I don't know, bro. He's iffy.
I'm just-
He's a iffy star. I think Dame's better than Paul George. To be honest.
Yeah.
They're in the same range. It just depends. Like, yeah, Paul George's not as good as defensively as he was, but they're in the same tier. I would put him.
Same tier, but they're not
Are
in
we
the
done
like,
with Paul
the-
George?
I'm sorry. Yeah. Shout out Paul George. He's cool.
Are we
He's a
done
cool
with-
guy.
You're a hater. You're a hater.
Overrated as fuck. I'm just saying.
All right, I threw this trio in here for Derek. I know we don't really talk about baseball much, but the Dodgers have a crazy offensive trio and Trey Turner, Mookie, and Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman and Turner are 1 and 2 in hits in the MLB. It's like,
damn.
And then Mookie is just getting jizzed on every time he hits a home run.
Just boys being boys.
There we go. Oh my god.
I don't know who came up with that celebration, but it was probably
terrible.
Mookie. He was like, "Hey, every single time I hit a home run, I need you guys to squeeze a water bottle and spray it on my face."
Just to cocky me. Dude, I mean, they're so good. Like Mookie had
so
4
good.
homers this weekend. Like they bat 1, 2, 3 in the lineup. Like that's fucking unreal. Like I mean, I don't see anyone stopping them. Usually when it comes to the postseason, it's like comes down to the Dodgers pitching. But like, I don't know. I mean, they're batting 1, 2, 3 in the lineup. Like I'd take them over anyone. Like Padres fans want to say like, oh, now they have a big lineup. Well, obviously with Tatis out, but like
they do, but like they're not right now. I mean, like maybe next year when Tatis comes back, but like as of right now, I mean Trey Turner is playing out of his freaking mind, dude.
Turner and Freeman are both batting good. Batting 3 over 310, and they're top in the league in hits. So
yeah. The only team I see foresee giving you guys problems would be the Mets. I mean, just because their pitching is so good, and I'm pretty sure Bueller's out, right, for the rest of the year.
He got Tommy John.
Yeah, so I mean, you got to rely on Kershaw, Urias, and Gonsolin, right?
Yeah, I mean, Urias, like he's been really good in October past few years. He threw like a 1.08 this August. Like he's pretty solid. I don't know. The Mets, they always seem to like kick themselves or like always seem to beat themselves.
They fizzle out towards the end, yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm not too worried.
Baseball. Yeah, baseball podcast.
And golf.
And golf.
Hey,
We're definitely putting that in there.
Baseball and golf.
Les, hit me up when you shoot under 100, all right?
I will hit you up, yo. I might do it against you, you weak bastard. Fuck you, don't. First of all, don't you shit on my game without putting in as much work as me, okay? You don't try as hard as me. I'll tell you that much right now.
I didn't shit. I'm not shitting on it. I'm just saying, let me know
you're pooping,
when you hit
you're
under
pooping
100.
on my golfing skills, and I'm just trying my best. You bully.
No one's talking about your golfing skills. No one's talking about your golfing skills.
Hey, question for you guys. What big three is more prominent in like what sport? You know what I'm saying? Where does a big three matter the most in baseball, basketball, or football? I was thinking because I was like, do big threes really matter in like baseball? But I was thinking if you have a solid pitcher, like a guy that can pitch and hit, like the guy from the Angels, number 17, is that the Asian guy? Yeah, him.
Yeah.
And then you have like a beastie ass outfielder, and then like a real like slugger for like a shortstop or third base. Like that's yeah. I mean, bro, that's a squad. Fucking squad.
Can we just say the Angels have the best big three in baseball, but they can't win? So I feel like
so bad.
They're so bad. They might have the 2 best players in the MLB, and they fucking suck.
They fucking suck. Damn. So I guess that's your answer then.
So okay, we're cutting baseball out of the big three combo. It's definitely I feel like it's definitely basketball. Basketball.
It's just numbers, yeah.
All
right.
I was gonna say that too, like especially since those like Heat teams when LeBron, Wade, Bosh got together, they made like big three a thing. Like I think ever since then, it's really been like more of a discussion. But
oh, you weren't gonna mention
Boston had a big three though. Yeah, Boston had a big three.
I mean,
I'm surprised he didn't beat
okay, yeah, but yeah, but how many rings did they win?
Oof.
You know, we don't need to go there.
Ask us about our big three. ask us how many rings our big three got 4. That's crazy.
Yeah. Same about the Spurs. How many do the Spurs have?
Good for you guys. It's all about longevity.
He's been good for a while now.
Oh, jeez. So do you think OKC has a big three? Chet,
They had one.
Shea, and Josh Giddey. Yeah, they had one until Chet had to play in a pro-am game, look cool, and then basically contest a layup against LeBron and immediately tear his Achilles.
Frail as fuck.
I don't know how that happens, but I mean, it was definitely a freak accident. But we definitely could have seen this coming.
Accident, bro. He is a fragile human being. He happens to be 7'3" and good at basketball, but we're talking about human beings walking this planet. He's glass, bro. He's glass. He got everything else though when it comes to the checks, you know. But like
I was really worried about him coming into the league. Derek was really high on him, so I want to hear Derek's take on this since his injury.
I mean, yeah, like I was really high on him, but I mean, this was always the concern, right? Like, how's his body going to hold up? We didn't think it would happen before the season. Like, let's be honest. Like, we could see it happening during the season, but like, if you watch the play, watch how it happened. Like, it was a total like fluke thing. He just came down wrong. Like, but yeah, I mean, that's the concern. Like, with his frame, like, how much weight can he even put on? Like, I don't even know, like, if he can put on weight like that. I mean,
that's what I was saying. I was telling Les, I was like, he cannot put on weight. Look at his ankles. He's a skinny bone guy. Like, I mean, maybe like you can't say like he's gonna put on as much weight as Giannis did. Like, Giannis came in the league skinny as hell, and then look at him now. He's probably the buffest.
It took Giannis years. No, it took Giannis a long time. He has a chance. Like, he can. He just has to eat and lift. Eat big, lift big. Like, all he has to do for like the next 2 years. But
he's not the American freak.
5 times 2 type shit. Like, he has to do it every single day type shit.
He's fucking Frankenstein, dude. That guy's not going to put on muscle. He's going to have
Zion's
to,
not going to lose weight
if he wants to come back.
Yeah,
what do you mean Zion's not going to lose weight?
I'm saying he's a fat fuck, and he's in New Orleans where it's like hella gumbo and po' boys.
Too much gumbo.
Gumbo and po' boys.
Too many beignets too.
Hella.
Bro, watch. Zion's going to play into shape. Zion's gonna play into shape. He's gonna weigh like
he's not Harden, bro.
270.
As a big man, that's his low weight. That's his low.
He's
weight,
not even a big man. He's like the same height. He's like the same height as James Harden. Like he's a small forward, power forward. Yeah,
that's like 320. He's really Jamarcus Russell.
320. Jamarcus Russell.
He's not 320. He's not 320.
If you're a hooper over 200 pounds,
he's 285.
Okay. He's 285, not 300 pounds, bro. He's fat. Now, can we just label him as that? As a fatso?
He's like Barkley.
He is like Barkley, but he's better than Barkley.
Barkley was way slimmer. I didn't watch them highlights. He's slimmer. No.
Okay.
He's slimmer,
I have a question. Since you brought this up, Les. Who can meet their weight goal first? Would it be Chet in gaining weight and getting back ready for next season? And like, I don't know how much he weighs right now. I think he weighs like 190. Like, it's kind of scary, like how much he doesn't weigh.
That's scary.
Like how small he is. And then, or Zion, like he just gets bullied, like fat shamed into like skinny. Like he just becomes skinny. Who do you think can like meet their weight goal first?
I'm gonna have to go with Zion. It's easier to lose weight, like when you have like muscle under it. Muscle helps burn fat. I guess I might be wrong. Who knows? But like when you have to like really put on muscle, like he can dirty bulk, but that's just gonna make him slower. You know, like he has to really put on as much lean mass as possible, and that's shit. You gotta count calories, macros. It's a science thing, yo. When really losing weight is like a determination thing. So I'm gonna have to go with Zion on that. Chet it sucks because like I had Chet for like rookie of the year and shit. Like I had high hopes for him, but
yeah,
I don't know. He got to get big, yo. But Zion's gonna lose the weight before he gains 50 pounds of fucking muscle. Yeah. Okay,
that's a little excessive. I was thinking like 20 to 30 at most. Putting on weight, yes, is pretty much. I don't know. Someone fact check that. But anyways, Derek, who do you think? Who do you think can meet their weight goal first?
Yeah, I think it's got to be Zion too. Just make him go vegan, like get him off of the French quarters, like get him away from the jumbo or from the gumbo, like get him out of there, like make him fast for 10 days. That'll get him down
Intermittent
quick, like
fasting.
or hit
Damn,
up
10-day fast.
yeah, or hit up Harden, hit up James and just be like, "Yo, just like get me on your plan." Like he's got to I feel like he can cut down easy. Not easy,
James
but
Harden's plan is like White Claws, tequila, and cocaine.
and strippers.
That guy's parting with it's strippers, like and cheap chicken wings from fucking strip clubs. Like that guy's hanging out with Lil Baby way too much.
That's what Chet needs. Chet needs the cheap chicken wings from strip clubs, yo. That's gonna make him gain weight, yo. He needs the dirty bulk.
Chet to Houston, straight Magic City every weekend.
Ooh wee.
Hey, you know, I was just thinking of. I feel like not many NBA players get caught for roids. So like, what if Chet did some low key roids? I mean, he'd immediately be drug tested, but like people don't get drug tested in NBA as often as they do in like the NFL and stuff. At least I don't hear about it, or I don't read about it.
Never do. Like they ain't. When did they drug test LeBron James? Did they ever?
LeBron could have been juicing this whole time.
Yeah,
there's rumors he could be juicing now. Like, you know.
Yeah, to keep that shape, bro. He's 38 years old. Like, there's no. I know 38-year-olds or like 40-year-olds who like look like that, but I'm just saying, at his height,
testosterone levels drop. You know.
Exactly.
Like testosterone levels start to drop after 30, and like he's going against a bunch of best athletes in the world, like young as fucking 20 to fucking 25 and 27-year-olds, yo. Like he might be on something. It might not be illegal, but it's a boost. It's not all nutrition and working out.
You heard it here first. LeBron James is on gear.
I think he's on that Kobe plan. He goes over to like Germany or whatever, spends $1 million and fucking does the cryo chamber shit, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, like Tom Brady does that. Like him, Tom Brady, like Floyd, they all spend like $1 million a year on their body.
Yeah.
And that's why they're the best.
Body?
That's why they're the best.
You think Tom Brady spends $1 million on his body?
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Dude, his trainer's salary is probably like $400K a year.
All right, I mean, maybe by default, but if you look at Tom Brady's fucking body, it doesn't seem like he puts a lot of money into it. Maybe he's like super healthy, like organ wise or some shit. I don't think you can put him
organ wise.
Like he has good, nice pink insides. Is what I'm saying. Pause.
Pause.
Anyways, go ahead, move on. I'm talking shit.
Yeah, nah, you're good. You're good. Stop hating on Tom Brady, man. The guy's a legend.
He's not an athlete, though.
He's one of the best athletes, if not the, of all time.
He's a winner.
We are moving on to some football. Kind of a new thing we wanted to bring to Just Goofin. It's kind of like a would you rather edition. So this kind of takes into consideration the fantasy aspect of everything. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you, would you rather have this player or this other player? And we'll go down the line. We'll kind of do like a snake draft or a snake pick. So we'll go like Les, Derek, and then Derek, Les, and then we'll continue. And maybe I'll throw in my 2 cents in there as well. So the first would you rather edition for Just Goofin', we're going to be doing would you rather Zeke Elliot edition. So the first player I have on the list is would you rather have Zeke Elliot or James Conner? Les?
Fuck. I'll go with James Conner. He's a really consistent player. He's a great consistent running back that's trying to go for hella home runs and then will make you lose 2 yards. He's like just do his job, dual threat again. Like he can catch it out the backfield. and yeah, he's
Mm-hmm.
more consistent.
All right. D.
Uh, yeah, I lean Connor here as well. I think it's close, but I think because also like Edmonds is gone this year, like I think that helps a lot.
Mm.
Like, and the Cowboys have Pollard. I think Connor's gonna get all the goal line touches. Like, same with Zeke as well. But like he had what 18 touchdowns last year. Connor did. Like,
Yeah.
I'd lean Connor
That's
here just
solid.
because he doesn't have as much
Yeah,
competition.
yeah.
No, I agree. I see the Cardinals' strength of schedule is like second hardest in the league. But he's gonna get the goal line work. He's really hard worker. That guy was a workhorse in Pittsburgh. He was a workhorse last year. You know, so without Chase Edmonds and Kyler Murray, I don't know how well he's gonna do this year. I mean, he might change everyone's mind and have like an MVP season, or just rush for like 600-700 yards. But yeah, no, I definitely see James Conner as something way more not way more valuable, but a little bit more valuable than Zeke this year. So
Yeah, I won't say
Derek,
way.
the
Yeah.
next person I have this list, yeah, not way.
It's
I
close.
I'm just biased because I had him and like he was doing really well for me last year in fantasy, but couldn't get the dub again.
Of course.
Pain.
I got in a heated argument with Dom the other night. I was like,
Damn, I wish I was there.
yeah,
Yeah, right.
it's just because
Man.
okay, so like less like Derek, Dom, and our friend Matt Coble. They're the only three to ever win our league, and like I always do well in the league, but I can't win. I've never won our league.
Wait, so how many people
He's
is in the league?
he's
It's 12.
he's an
12, and
artist.
then it's the same 3 people that win every year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're trying to keep it within us three.
Hey, go crazy, go
I don't-
crazy. So now you guys are working together as 3 like during the season. I love that. I love that. Yes, Monopoly. Fuck that.
I wouldn't say I'm a choke artist. I'd say I just play bad defense. Would you rather?
In fantasy.
Would would you rather have Zeke Elliott or Javonte Williams on the Broncos?
Yeah, this one's also close, but I'd probably rather lean Pookie as well. Like, especially for long term, like on the season. Like, yeah, I think Melvin's gonna like split, get a lot of touches like early on, but I think like second half of the season is where they'll start leaning on Javonte more. Like, he's younger, he's got more like explosive running. I don't know. I'd probably lean Javonte here, even though Melvin's really good, but the upside's higher for sure.
Less.
I'm gonna go Zeke. I'm gonna go Zeke only because I haven't
Okay.
really paid attention to like other bruh as much, yo. And like I don't know. I mean, like I don't want to think that Zeke is terrible. He's not. He's a great player. That's why he's like a topic in this conversation, because like we know Zeke and we know
Yeah.
his potential, his capability, So we can't.
They were
just
the number
like
one
sleep
offense
on him.
last year. Yeah.
But Zeke hasn't lived up to his hype, honestly. Like coming from his Ohio State days, like we thought he was going to be we thought he was going to be what Derrick Henry is. Not in the same way, but like the same hype as Derrick Henry. We thought Zeke was going to be that, because he was
Yeah.
probably one of the best college running backs I've ever seen, to be honest. I mean, like I've also seen Reggie Bush, but like still, like Zeke was raw as hell. He was so good in college. So
Yeah.
like he's not living up to the
Okay.
hype, and it's hard to choose. But I just don't know, bro. Honestly, it's a kind of a
Looks
bias.
like you got Zeke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
no, that's fair. Javonte Williams just has a lot of hype behind him this year. I kind of lean Javonte Williams. It seems like they're going to be throwing the ball a lot over there in Denver because they have the Green Bay offensive coordinator.
And
And the way they used Aaron Jones last year. Yeah, no, they're going to be good. But we're going to get to that pretty soon. Would you rather have Zeke Elliott less or Nick Chubb on the Poopies? on the Browns?
Fuck, this is a tough one. This is a tough one because like they both have been like not I don't want to say underperforming, but like I don't know. Fuck. Damn, this is a tough one. I'm gonna have to go with like most recent better performance. I'm gonna have to go with Nick Chubb. Honestly, Nick Chubb has been better recently than Ezekiel Elliott has. So
Nick Chubb
it's
is the best
smartest.
pure running
Pure
back
runner.
in the league.
Yeah, he gives me Frank Gore vibes, but like more agile. You know,
And like way bigger. Chubb's
Mhm.
fucking yeah, he's a unit. He's huge.
I can't believe the Pats didn't pick him. They decided to pick Sony Michel over Nick Chubb. I mean, granted, they were putting up the same numbers at Georgia, like literally identical numbers.
Yeah.
But like Nick Chubb was clearly the better running back. I mean,
that was
anyways,
a year for Georgia. I'll tell you that much. That was a year for Georgia.
dude, they were nasty. They were nasty.
Yeah.
Derek, what do you think? Nick Chubb or Zeke Elliott?
Yeah, but also a tough one. I guess I'd lean Zeke here. Like I know Chubb's probably a better pure runner, but like Browns have kind of shown that like they don't like giving him the workhorse like 3-down role. Like they have Hunt, they have Johnson as the third string as well. Like they give him a bunch of touches as well. Like
Right.
and Jerry Jones has come out like he like loves Zeke. Like he's paid him. He's like we're gonna lean on Zeke. Like he's had like 2,000 touches in his career, something crazy like that. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I still think they're just gonna feed Zeke. If he gets injured, he gets injured. But I don't know. I'd probably lean Elliott.
Okay.
You're
Yeah.
definitely gonna get their money's worth. Definitely for
Yeah.
sure. Because they paid him enough. Oh my god.
Yeah, enough for a running back. Yeah, no. Okay, the next one I have on the list, I think I'm going to shred down this list a little bit now that I've thought about it a little bit more. But someone who I'm pretty high on this year, and I think who's going to be really, really good, is Travis Etienne. He didn't get to play last year at all. He got hurt early in the preseason. But, you know, he was kind of a beast. Not even kind of a beast. He was a beast at Clemson. Like him and Trevor Lawrence, like they were a 1-2 punch, like a wrecking ball. So who would you rather have fantasy wise? I guess Zeke or Travis Etienne this season?
I think it's Derek.
Yeah, I'd still lean Zeke here. I mean, like Etienne was injured all last year. He's unproven still. Like they still have James Robinson, who's like proven running back. Like I don't think they're afraid to use him.
Who's a beast?
Yeah, who's a beast, like in his own right.
Just keep going.
Yeah, like I like Etienne. I think he has a bunch of upside, but I don't know how the split will work. I think Zeke's just more of like proven commodity.
Yeah, I see that, and a lot of the hype around Travis Etienne right now has come from like fantasy shows and YouTube and training camp, and we know not to like overreact to like the training camp numbers they're putting up or like what reporters and beat writers are saying. So I still really like Travis Etienne. I would also lean Zeke here. I just thought it would kind of be a little conversation to be had fantasy wise because of the Achilles heel and Tony Pollard.
For sure.
Yeah,
I guess I'd lean the better offense too. Like the Cowboys are gonna put up a bunch of points. Like how can you trust the Jags that much? You know?
Yeah, I was listening. I was listening to a pod, and they were talking about, you know, the high-powered offenses and how like the Cowboys were the number one scoring offense last year, but they did have like 9 takeaways for touchdowns last year, so they did score a lot of points on defense.
True.
We don't know if Trevon Diggs is going to be the same guy as last year, so there's that. And then I really like this guy for the upcoming season. He had kind of a similar season to Derrick Henry's rookie or sophomore year. Towards the end of the year, you know, like the last 6-7 games, Derrick Henry like kind of went off in his sophomore or rookie season. Rashad Penny, he was going off last year at the end of the year. So, what's your take on this? Do you think they're gonna give him the ball? They're gonna run the ball as heavy as they normally did last year in Seattle?
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna have to, right? Like they have Geno Smith and Drew Lock. Like they're gonna have to lean on Penny. I mean,
Yeah.
they have the rookie Walker, but he's injured to start the year. But I mean, the big question mark on Penny has always been: is he going to stay healthy? Like he's never been healthy. He never plays. It seems like more than 3 or 4 games at a time, like at max.
Hmm.
So I mean, yeah, I'd go with Elliott, but if Penny is able to play a full season, like I think he may have better stats. They're gonna feed him the rock. But yeah, who knows? Who knows if he can have a stranglehold, on the roll? And health is just the big concern with him. But he's shown like the last half of the season, like how good he could be.
Right. And yeah, that comes from college football. Like he was the leading rusher. He was in the Heisman conversation. At SDSU. He's a beast. I mean, I've actually like played basketball with him, and like he's just an athlete, pure athlete. And I think regardless of like how good the O line is and how good the Seattle Seahawks are, if they feed him the rock 20 times plus a game, I think he'll be able to do something with that. And with time, especially in the NFL, like he's been in the NFL for what 3-4 years now, he's going to
Yeah.
be able to develop the catching out of the backfield. So like in PPR formats, like he will probably be really really good. Kind of a fantasy sleeper, but not really. But he's going really late in a lot of drafts. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back with some NFL season preview, division winners, and wildcard spots. And we are back. Les had some technical difficulties.
Sorry, everyone. It's my fault.
He got really angry at our Would You Rather Zeke Elliott edition and punched his camera, and which led to his laptop dying for some reason. I don't know why, but
Because Zeke needs more respect. Honestly, Zeke needs more respect than what we were giving him.
we were giving him
It just
plenty
got
of
to me.
respect.
It got to me, man. I'm sorry, yo. It got to me.
All right. So, to finish up the first part of the pod, we are going to do an NFL season preview where we're just going to pick our division winners from all the divisions in the league. And then we're also going to give our wild card spots in no specific order. We're not going to do that yet just because things change throughout the entire season, and we'll probably do something like this like midway through. So without further ado, let's start with the NFC. I want to talk about the NFC West first. This was supposed to be like the best division last year, and it was. I think it was in a sense. I mean, it had 3 playoff teams. So who is coming out of the NFC West this year?
Yeah, I mean, I go with the reigning champs. I think Rams still come out. They're battle tested. They may have a little bit of a Super Bowl hangover. There's a little bit of question with Stafford and his injury. His arm is a little shaky. They've been cautious with him. But then again, like, do we trust the Cardinals? They always start hot. They always seem to fall at the end. I don't know. I still would take the Rams. They still have Aaron Donald. And Seahawks are going to be worse this year. And we'll see how good Trey Lance is. So I think there's a lot of questions with the other teams in that division. I just am more confident with the Rams.
Very fair. Les?
I have to agree with Derek tenfold. As a Raider fan, it pains me to say I think San Francisco is going to be dangerous as hell this year. They still got Kittle, Debo, and I think Trey Lance is going to come into his own. To be honest, like I think that was a good choice with like going with him and instead of the quarterback from the Patriots. His name
Garoppolo.
escapes me because he's such a forgettable guy. He's so forgettable. But
Jimmy
but
G dates porn stars. How is he forgettable?
I didn't know he was fucking porn. Who? What porn star did he fuck? Which one?
I don't know. She's a no name.
Probably a forgettable porn star. That's like he can't back he can't back at Angela White. You know, like it's just that's not his like that's not his level of fame. So like he has to kind of go where he can get, yo. But with that being said,
I don't think Angela White's all that, bro.
She's not, but like she's the number one, you know. Like you got to be hot.
Number one.
Derek disagrees. Derek disagrees. He said what?
Number one? No way.
Oh wait, here's Jimmy G.
Who was he with? What's her name?
Kiara Mia.
Oh,
yeah, bro. Don't sleep on Kiara Mia. Don't sleep on her.
She's raw. She's raw. Okay. All right. You know, and she's like black too. Yo, this is white quarterback bagged a black porn star. I respect with that. That's bars, but no. As far as football goes, yo, Trevor Lance is better. You know, Trevor Lance is a better football player than Jimmy Garoppolo, and I think that'll be. He's like younger. He might not have the experience, but he's younger with more upside than Garoppolo will ever have. But as far as Arizona, like we're not even going to talk about Seattle. Seattle is going to be on the back burners for like the next
pick?
3 years. Rams easily. I agree with Derek.
spent the whole time talking about the other team. Yeah, the Rams.
I wanted to give you reasons why it wasn't them, yo. I wanted to shit on Garoppolo because I don't know if you feel something for him as a Boston fan, you know. I don't know. I just wanted to shit on the Patriots for one more time.
I'm kind of right there with you. Both you guys, I think SF and Arizona are going to be competitive. But the Rams, take that T-shirt off.
Terrific.
Get that tat, Derek.
Terrific. Yeah. I'll bring it down next weekend. Yeah, I'll bring it down next weekend. You reminded me I had it.
Damn. Okay, let's go with the NFC South. Les, who do you have winning the NFC South?
Tampa Bay, but my wild card team's coming from there too. But Tampa Bay, for real. I actually like Tampa Bay. Like Tampa Bay.
Okay.
It's not even a question. Like I put $100 on it.
I'm going Saints. Let's go, Jameis. It's Jameis season. Hey, Jameis was so good through 5 games last year. All right. Jameis was so good until he got injured. He had that 5-touchdown game, his first game, 5 touchdown. All right. I'm also gonna say, like, a lot of question marks with the Bucs. Like, their line's pretty injured right now. Godwin's out to start the year. Like, I know it's Brady. Can't count out Brady, like we said about LeBron. I get it, but like, if they start off having some trouble, like, if Saints are healthy, they still have Kamara. They have weapons. If Mike Thomas can stay healthy, like, their defense was proven last year as well.
Super Bowl defense.
Yeah, they have a Super Bowl defense, and they beat the Bucs last year as well.
Twice.
One of those games. Was it
Why
twice?
didn't you mention
Julio
Jones?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did beat him twice. Oh yeah, because the Bucs put up a goose egg.
A goose egg. Yeah, they skunked him.
Yeah. So hey, I think the Saints can turn around. I think they could have a big year. Like, I think that might have been your wild card team, Les. But like, I'm gonna say Saints.
I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you, Derek. I was really high on the Saints coming into this year, and now especially with all the question marks, like you just mentioned, you know, with the Bucs, especially even Brady just like leaving camp for like 10, 11 days or whatever it was. Yeah, I really like Nolo's offense. I really like their defense. The only question mark I think that they have is with their head coach. You know, his record as starting head or like as a head coach isn't that great, but you know, he knows how to play within the division. They don't have that difficult of a schedule, and their only competition really in that conference or that division is Tampa Bay, and they've proven to been able to beat them. So I'm gonna roll with the Saints coming out of NFC South.
Jameis.
Yeah, saving on a corner.
Jameis.
Jameis Winston down to Nola.
Nola, yeah.
NFC North. Derek.
This is another one I like had circled. I kind of like the Vikings. I kind of like the Vikings this year.
I take Derek. Oh my god.
Hey.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna be honest here. Like, I'm kind of buying in to the new coach they have. He's from the McVay system. I think they're gonna air it out. I think the offense is gonna be really good. Like, okay, they have the Bears and Lions. They're gonna beat up on them. That's fine. Same like the Saints. Like, their only competition's the Packers. Packers obviously, like, their offense. They have Rodgers. No question. Their defense is solid, but like, hey, if they split with the Packers, if they can do that, if their offense is firing on all cylinders, like, I kind of like it. I kind of like it, not going to lie.
That's a good one. That's a good one. So Derek
right.
has chosen the Vikings to win the NFC North. Les, I have a feeling you're just going to roll with the Packers, reigning MVP,
Because it's him, yo. It's literally like him. Like, it doesn't matter who he has that he has to throw the ball to. It doesn't matter who's on his O-line, yo. Aaron Rodgers is like probably the best actual like QB, like fuck wherever he's at. Like he can literally fit in any system based off his real skill, yo. He's so skilled. He can do it all at an old age with experience. He's a fucking Super Bowl winner.
Riddle me this. What about those years with the Vikings and like Case Keenum? Like, they were able to make the playoffs over the Packers. Like, the Packers
That's true.
Like, no. Even when he had like Jordan Nelson, like now he literally doesn't have anybody. Like, they're just gonna be running the fuck out of the ball.
This year is gonna be a real true attest to his greatness. It is, because he literally has fucking nobody. Does he still have Montgomery at running back?
No, they don't have nobody.
Nope. It's Jones and Dillon and Lazard. That's it.
Lizard man.
Jones might do something for him, but no. Aaron has to carry the load, point blank. Period. But the Vikings, which is why I can't disagree with Derek. Like they have their whole team coming back. You know, like they are they're a top tier team in the NFC. You know, so it was hard to pick the Packers over them, but I had to. It was like in the previous conversation where we was giving LeBron James all the credit when the Lakers fucking suck, you know? It's just like as of now, like he's like the LeBron James of the NFL. Aaron Rodgers is. I'll say that.
Jeez. Okay. I thought we were comparing Tom Brady to LeBron. I really like Derek's take. I'm just going to roll with the Packers. I'm just going to roll with history. And, you know, although that they don't have the receiving core that they did last year, which is literally just without MVS and Devontae Adams. You know, Devontae Adams was their entire offense. I still think the Green Bay Packers are going to prevail and win that division. And we can talk about Minnesota in a second. Let's go with the NFC East. Let's fire these off real quick.
Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas. As much as I don't like them, I think they'll win the division. Maybe win, if a good season is win one playoff game, but I don't see them going far. But they'll probably win the division.
I have it's a mild take. I think the Eagles will actually take this division. I don't think Mike McCarthy is that great of a coach. I think their offense is going to be very stagnant and very similar to what it was last year. So if they don't air the ball out a lot, and if Dak doesn't, run out of the pocket and try to make plays with his feet, I think they're going to be in a whole hell lot of trouble. Eagles, Jalen Hurts, kind of showed what he was able to do last year. They got AJ Brown now. Nick Sirianni, he's a decent coach, up and coming coach. Their defense is really good. So I think they kind of feel like the underdogs in that division. I know like the Giants and the Commanders won't be good. So I think the Eagles will take that division.
Possibly.
Yeah. All right.
I see that.
Yeah. Let's hop on over to the AFC. Let's start with the AFC East. Who's going to win the AFC East? Come on, you guys can just say it.
Buffalo.
Really
Bills.
Yeah, I also think that we could continue.
Wait, do you
No,
think Pats will finish second?
Yeah.
Do you think Pats will
Who did you
finish
pick,
second?
Arian?
Well, we could save it for the wild card predictions. Come on, man.
But we're
Okay.
not choosing wild card right now. We're choosing winner for the AFC East, which has the New England
I said
Patriots
the
in
Bills.
that division.
I said the Bills.
Okay,
I think the Bills.
I didn't hear. I'm sorry. I just wanted to hear it again.
I think it'll be close. I actually think it'll be close.
Close.
Like it was last year.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
Yeah, it was definitely close last year. If New England beat Miami both times, which they should have, then they would have won the AFC East. All right, let's come on. Okay, here's an interesting one. The AFC North. Derek, who do you got coming out of the AFC North?
I got Ravens. I got Ravens this year. I think they're going to be back. I think Lamar is going to be back to his old ways. I don't know. I think Bengals will still make the playoffs, but I don't know. I think Ravens will go pretty far. I could see him being in the conference championship.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like that. Les, what do you think?
Yo, I honestly, Derek, I don't know how much of a sports gambler you are, but if you place these bets, everything you said on this podcast, yo, you be a rich man, yo. If like you turn out to be right, yo, you're not betting the favorites.
Hey,
I'm gonna have to go.
You said you were low on Bengals. Are you going with Bengals still?
Yeah, you did say
I'm
that.
still going with Bengals. I'm still in that division.
I mean,
I'm still going with Bengals. Like even though like that their big three might not be all that. Like the Bengals are the better team than Baltimore because like it's just Lamar Jackson. It's just Lamar. It's just Lamar. Name me a star on the Ravens besides Lamar Jackson.
All right, let's say this. Ravens last year, Lamar got injured. Dobbins was out for the year. They had tons of injuries. Hollywood's gone now. Like, yeah, they had COVID. They had that weird game against the Steelers, that Tuesday game. Like, they just had, like, last season was a wash. I think they'll be back to their old ways. I still think it'll be Ravens and Bengals competing for that division, but
yeah.
You know, yeah.
So here's also my thing too.
Let's go the year before that, yo. It was Lamar Jackson serving, rushing, and all his wide receivers dropping all his passes. It's like it's 2 years in a row now. We're like they don't live up to par. Like you got a hardball coach and Lamar Jackson at quarterback.
He doesn't need to throw the ball. They're a rushing team, rush-minded first team. Like they're gonna run the ball.
Are they doing Wildcat? Well, then just go to Wildcat then. Fuck it. Let's just go full Wildcat. Yo,
Lamar only needs
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar only needs to throw the ball like 20 times a game, like 20, 25 times.
Yes.
Like
100%.
And he put on 25 pounds. He put on weight too. He's ready.
He's gonna rush for 600 plus yards. He's probably gonna have like 4 or 5 rushing touchdowns. Plus, you think about it, J.K. Dobbins is back. Gus Edwards is coming off the ACL. And last year, before everyone started getting hurt, preseason, Marcus Peters will be back. And who else? Oh, Lamar got COVID. Before that, they were 7-1. They were the number 1 seed in the AFC. Like they were the best team.
Yeah.
So
they were doing that thing for sure.
I'm really, really high on the Ravens this year. I think they're right up there with the Chiefs and the Bills. Like that's how good I think of a team they are. Doesn't matter how good of their receivers they're gonna have. They have Mark Andrews, they have Bateman, who should be a decent wide receiver this year. So that's my 2 cents. I really like the Ravens this year.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm going Cincy.
Throw in the bet.
I'm going Cincy because
throw it in. Put it on.
Let's do that for sure. Yo, I'm so down to win money. But
all right, live bet. The 3 of us. Me and Derek versus Les.
Yeah,
it's fine. No, that rake that shit in. I'll take that because we didn't go with San Francisco and Arizona Cardinals for the same reason I can't go with fucking Baltimore. Yo, it's like they're there, but like they haven't gotten there.
They were in the AFC Championship 3 years ago.
They weren't in the Super Bowl last year. And they're like in their division.
My apologies. They were in the divisional round. They lost to the Titans. Sorry. My bad.
It's fine, yo. They're not the Cincinnati Bengals who are like the defending AFC champions. The
Bengals had 10 wins last year. They had 10 wins. They were just as good as the Pats in terms of wins. Like they were good. It's not like they had a fluke season. I'm just saying like the Bengals probably won't have like they're probably going to get 10 wins again. Like 10 wins is probably a good over under, for the amount of wins they're going to get this upcoming season.
I can see that.
They have a tough
when
schedule.
It comes down to when it comes down to playoffs and like that moment, who do you think is going to shine? The Ravens or the?
We're talking about who wins the division. We're talking about division. Ravens.
Okay.
All right, let's move on. We got a little bit more to talk about here. So
you got it.
The AFC South kind of a wash. I'm just gonna go and say it. I think Indy is gonna win the division. Maybe it'll be close. Like Tennessee's got good coaching, good defense, but Indy, I don't know, better offense, just as good of a defense as Tennessee. So I think Indy takes it. What do you guys think?
Agreed. Yeah,
I agree, but only if teams don't if teams load the box versus Tennessee, it's all Indy. But if people don't load the box against Derrick Henry, Tennessee can take that easily.
But what about JT? JT's gonna have a better season than Derrick Henry, like in my opinion. They're gonna feed Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan is raw as hell. He's super fucking good. And I still have Indy winning the division, but like he's no Derrick Henry. No, Derrick Henry has every running back stat in every single level there is in football. Like, he went to Bama after gaining every single record there was in high school football for a running back.
Yeah,
he went to Bama and then he got
putting up LT numbers in high school.
Like, come on, bro. Like you can't. He's a fucking LeBron. He's that caliber. He's like just a nigga that's made for this fucking sport. Period. And he's goated with it. He's one of the best running backs of all time.
I've saved the best for last. The AFC West. Les, I'm gonna start with you. Who do you think is gonna win the AFC West?
Fuck you, Derek.
Inner JG
Hell
beef.
no.
Yo. Real talk? Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Hey, Raiders are
if I'm being honest, it's the Chargers. They have a complete squad. Khalil Mack is a big reason, and I know that firsthand. Like if you get a good defensive lineman, it sets your team up for immediate success. Rams are fucking example, but y'all got a lot. Y'all have a lot. Y'all got a brand new stadium. It's like the Chargers are on the up. They're like probably like number one on the totem pole for teams that are like up and coming. It's the Chargers for real. But I was born and raised in Oakland, and like my dad raised me as an Oakland Raider fan.
So who's your pick? What's your pick?
It's the Chargers, but let's just hurry up and get to these wild card picks, okay? Can we get these wild card picks?
Not yet. Derek.
Yeah. No, I mean, as I mentioned before, I think it's the Chargers. I think this is the year. This is the year that they finally get over the hump. Like, I know there was a lot of question marks with Staley as the head coach last year. I think he's a smart guy. I think he'll get it together. Defense leveled up. Injuries are always a concern, but hey, J.C. Jackson, he got injured early. Let's get it out of the way. Hopefully it doesn't happen later on, but I don't know. I think this is the year. They got a lot of firepower. Tough division, best division in football, but let's go Bolts.
All right. I like it. I'm just gonna throw this out there. I still think the Chiefs are the best team in the division. They have the best quarterback. They have the best tight end. They have the best offense, and they've actually proven it the past 3 years. 3 AFC championships. So
yeah,
I'm just gonna.
You can't argue with that.
Yeah, you can't. No, they're gonna feel something without Tyreek there.
It doesn't
Tyreek
matter.
Getting doubled was a thing.
Tyreek
Hill getting double team.
You could play deep. You could play deep cover 2 on Tyreek. You could play deep cover 2 on Mecole Hardman. They're still gonna find a way to get a first down. Like they won a playoff game with Chad Henne. Like they're not a team to sleep on. Like the Kansas City Chiefs.
I had Tyreek Hill on my fantasy team, and he would either get 2 points
I understand.
or fucking 40.
But we're talking about the division. We're talking about a team who's done it, and we're talking about
I'm getting there.
You didn't even let me finish.
it would correlate with their wins. If Tyreek Hill on my fantasy team scores 2 points, they're fucking losing the game. If he scores 40, they're winning, yo. But sometimes he scored 2 and they still win based off some Patrick Mahomes shit. So I'd have to agree with you on you having like the best quarterback in the division for sure, hands down. But Tyreek Hill was a factor, and since he's gone, that attention is gone. That attention will be shifted to Travis Kelce.
That's fair.
And
that's totally fair. But hear me out. So they picked up Juju Smith-Schuster. He's been a proven really good wide receiver in this league. I know they picked up MVS. MVS is kind of sort of a deep threat. Their rookie wide receiver in Sky Moore. Sky Moore, everyone's really high on this guy. He's had a good training camp. So I feel like the love is going to be spread all throughout this entire offense. And they have another year with CEH under his belt and Jerick McKinnon. You know, Jerick McKinnon was pretty good, you know, in the Niners offense a couple years ago, 2-3 years ago. And so I think that they have this consistency now. I know like they have new receivers in the room, but you're right. Travis Kelce's going to grab all this attention. If Travis Kelce grabs all this attention, Juju Smith-Schuster is wide open for 120, 130 plus targets this year, or CEH out of the backfield for a wheel route. Like I really think, I really think this team, you know, is pissed about last year. Is pissed that the Bengals beat them for one, and is pissed that they were even in that situation with the Bills. Yeah, I'm picking them to come out of that division. So, all right, wild cards. Since I got my spiel out of the way, let's do the NFC wild cards first, and just name all 3 of your teams. We can start with you, Les.
I'm gonna have to go with Philly because I think their quarterback is gonna be something special this year. Honestly, like he's a great quarterback. Like he does his shit, has a great upbringing, good foundation from Bama, yo. But I think he's gonna be something special this year. Like almost MVP candidate. Like I think he's gonna put up some numbers that's gonna shock the world. And Philly's gonna be a big force to reckon with. And sometimes I see the NFC as like in comparison as the East Conference in the NBA in a way. Like it's like more calm than what the AFC and the Western Conference is, you know, like it's don't have like a bunch of fucking shooters, you know, and it's
NBA East
they got an easier road being like they have an easier road being in like the fucking weakest conference in NFL history, you know, like you got the Washington Commanders and then they have the Giants, always till I fucking die, yo. If I can find a Redskins jersey on fucking Amazon, I'm getting it. I'm not a Redskins fan. I just want a Redskins fucking jersey though.
Get a Matt Fitzpatrick Redskins jersey.
Yeah, I might have to. Fitz, shout out Fitz, shout out Golf. Anyways, though, yeah, wild card Philly because they're in a weak ass division. Minnesota because they're like honestly one of the best teams in the NFC, to be honest. And then I'm have to go with New Orleans for the same reason I go with Minnesota because there's some high caliber sleepers, you know, like you can't just look over them star teams because they have like goats in their division. They got Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady in their division. Like it should be them now, but you know, like legacies carry on longer than they should sometimes.
We'll see.
You know,
we'll see. All right, I like those picks. Derek, how about you? What are you feeling for the NFC wild card?
Well, now that I'm looking at it, I kind of fucked myself with my 2 picks because now I have to say the Bucks and Packers, and then that leaves me with one other team, and I feel like one of the teams out of the West will make it, like Cardinals or Niners. But like you said, Les, like Eagles are going to beat up on the Commanders and Giants. Who knows? Maybe the Giants will be a little bit better with Dayball, but I guess I lean either 49ers or Eagles. Well, let's just say Eagles. So we'll go Eagles, Pack, and Bucks. But yeah, I kind of screwed myself with the picks. But
I guess that's not bad though, because like Trey Lance, like, you got
hot takes. You got hot takes.
But you don't know. Hey. You don't know with Trey Lance. Like I'm really high on Trey Lance personally this year.
Same.
I actually don't have them making the play. I don't have them making the playoffs. My
I like Trey Lance though. Like I hope he has like a great NFL career. Like honestly, like I hope he thrives in this league.
He seems very humble and like just like a hard worker. Like I don't
And
know.
like he has all the attributes too, like with like the personality, the character, with the fucking the goods.
Electricity, yeah. No, he could be big bucks. You know, he could be fucking Showtime. But
He's in SF with like weapons too. Like I as a Raider fan want to see that. I want to see a successful Niners team led by Trey Lance, just to see it like as a greatness standpoint. Honestly,
yeah, maybe that's
Is
what
that
they've been
allowed?
missing the whole time.
Is that allowed for you to root
No.
for the Niners?
no, my dad's gonna tongue me. He's gonna fucking like cuss me out, yo. It's gonna be very embarrassing, yo. But
All right.
I feel a different way, you know.
let me just put my my 3 on there. So I think so. Since I said that the Eagles are going to make the playoffs and win the division, I think Dallas will be a wild card team. I think Tampa Bay will also be a wild card team. And then my final wild card team will be the Minnesota Vikings. Kind of went chalk there, but
Yeah.
I feel like the NFC is mainly chalk. I didn't bring up the Cardinals.
Facts.
I think the Cardinals aren't kind of just going to fall off, and then the Niners will be, you know, on the edge. I probably could be wrong. You know, Kirk Cousins could have, you know, a really good season statistically, but then the Vikings could just be the Vikings and just lose to
Fair.
the Lions, you know, like that one game.
They're a really complete team more than we give them credit for. Like they have a hella experience. Like the Minnesota Vikings are the team to look out for. It's just like they're not the team to look out for, you know?
I don't know, man. They have probably a case at one of the best offenses. So what are your AFC wildcard division spots? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna throw mine out there. I know you guys probably been waiting for this.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
in no order. So I said the Chiefs were going to make the playoffs and win the
Who?
AFC West. The Chiefs are we're gonna win the AFC West division. I have the Chargers. I have the Chargers making the playoffs, getting over the hump. That is. I also have the Raiders. Making the playoffs. I don't like the Broncos this year. I don't. I see the hype. I see where the hype is coming from. Broncos.
Let's
country.
rock.
Let's ride.
Let's
But
ride.
yes,
Let's
their
rock.
defense is really good, but like Cortland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy aren't Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf. Like let's slow
Come on,
let's slow
Ryan.
it down there a bit. All right.
But
Pete
it's
Carroll's
Russell
a great
Wilson.
coach.
What you mean, Aaron, Derek? What you mean?
I mean, it's Russell Wilson though.
What?
Like it's
No.
Russell Wilson. He can make them just that good. Like I don't see why not. They still have Javante too. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's
Javante,
true,
but he's not really proven that much, isn't he? Or like I'd say he is on his way up, but at the same time, I think, you know, I don't think the Broncos are going to be able to get over that hump right away. Like maybe after a year with Russ and their new head coach, you know.
next year they might be the front runners. If like Chargers like kind of just flat out a little bit, like if like they just like kind of flop a little bit, Raiders flop, you're like Denver got it, yo. Denver has the whole system to like work for themselves. They have the quarterback, they have a good front office, they have weapons and shit. Like they have it, but
yeah. So and then
not this year.
my
Definitely not
third
this year.
my third and final team, I gotta go with my boys. We have like the most average schedule in the NFL. Like I think there's a lot of doubt. There's a lot of doubt in this team. We have a very similar team to last year, if not just as good. Mac's skinny. Mac is skinny. He's skinny. Okay. Mac lost a lot of fucking weight.
Like Chet?
Nah, man. He's actually built. He actually has muscle on his fucking bones. All right. He's not like Chet. All right.
6-pack
We'll
Mac.
see.
6-pack Mac.
6-pack Mac.
Mostly referring
Who
to
said
beer.
that before?
Mostly referring
Before
to beer.
Derek. Who said that? Oh, bro. Stop.
Talk to me in June or January, boys. All right, you can talk to me in January.
I don't know. We got a pod for sure. Oh, nah, Derek gotta come back, yo.
Look,
To make-
bro,
to, like,
if we
he'll-
beat Miami
he'll work.
twice, if we actually won the games we were supposed to against Miami last year, we would have been I believe the 2 or 3 seed. And we were
Let's get to these wild cards.
All right, man,
like,
it's
I
on
have
you.
some people over,
I'm passing the torch. I'm passing the torch to you.
Well, let's just do that then, yo. For my wild cards to start it off, yo, I have Miami over y'all, over the New England Patriots for sure.
Fuck no.
That's a dynamic duo that we're going to enjoy, yo. Tyreek Hill and Tua. Come on, bro. Every time Blacks and Samoans link, it's something magical. It's fucking like. It's so natural. It's so natural. They're gonna click right away, and they're gonna be the dynamic duo. They like
best case scenario. So fucking trash, bro. Get off this dude. This dude is
best
fucking
case scenario.
Hey.
Best case scenario. Oh, God. Hey. Oh, the interruption. What's up with you, Nico?
What's going on, boys?
No, I'm just telling Arrian how the New England Patriots are subpar.
That's fair.
Look, I see where you're coming from, but Fat Mac and Six Pack Mac, you know, there's a big difference there.
Mac Jones does not have a six pack, and people call him Six Pack Mac for a joke. It's a joke because he doesn't have one. He doesn't have a six pack.
Continue your AFC wildcard picks. All right, big dog.
So it's Miami over Green. Oh no, I'm sorry, not Green Bay because Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, the same person. Whatever. Okay. Miami over New England, and then I have Baltimore as a wild card after Cincinnati because like they're gonna have similar records in a way. You know, like I feel like they're like gonna be kind of neck and neck. It's gonna be a situation at the end of the season, like who has more wins, who's going to be wild card, and who's going to be the actual like division winner.
Okay, and who's your third and final?
Las Vegas, the Las Vegas Raiders till I die. And
so Chiefs not making it.
No, the Chiefs aren't going to the fucking playoffs because they got
okay. See, that's that's a hot take.
That is
that's a hot take. I was wondering where you're going with it when you picked Miami.
Yo, that's tight.
The Chiefs are not making the playoffs because they got rid of Tyreek Hill, who every single team that they face double team. Now all the attention is going to go on their fucking star tight end in Kelsey. And that's just going to make the whole system fall apart, to be honest.
This is absolute ridiculousness.
It's going to happen because how many star players can thrive when you lose one, you know, like because it's a big three or it's no fucking body, you know.
I love clickbait. I love clickbait.
And, that's a good headline right there. Kansas City Chiefs not making the playoffs.
yeah, that is.
They're not, yo, and fucking their quarterback has been playing too much golf this offseason. He's not focused. He's not focused at all. He's not. He's been playing so much fucking golf with Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. It's sickening.
Probably do some ayahuasca with him too.
Yeah. Bro, he's not focused, bro. He's not even getting the chemistry he can get with Kelsey. He's not even reaching his full potential.
You think
what a bitch.
Aaron Rodgers
Aaron
Rodgers and Pat Mahomes are fucking doing peyote and ayahuasca on their off days?
It is. For real.
Damn. Yeah. All right, Derek, who are your AFC wildcard predictions? And then we're going to move on to a new segment of ours that I really wanted to get into.
We're going to gamble.
Gamble with Nico. Yeah, so since I went the Ravens, I go Bengals as a wild card. Can't really argue that. I think they'll be back in the playoffs. And then I don't know, I think since the West is so good, I think two teams will come out of there. Chiefs will make it less. They'll make the playoffs. Let's not get crazy now.
Blasphemy. Fucking blasphemy from this guy.
That's crazy.
And then my third pick, Broncos Nation. Let's ride. I'm gonna take Russ. I'm gonna go with the quarterback. So I'm going with Burrow. I'm going with Russ, and I'm going with Mahomes. I think that'll lead them into the playoffs.
But you're not going with Derek Carr. Like
you hate on
every
Derek
car
Carr.
is mobile. Every car is mobile. Yo, Derek Carr is one of the best QBs of all time. We talking about?
What?
Oh my! Get the hell out of here!
You were just telling me how he was top 17.
Derek Carr, come on!
Oh my! Oh no! Yeah, I'll take Russ there, and their defense was already good last year.
Jeez,
the fuck?
That was kind of insanity. All right, man, you heard it here first. The Kansas City Chiefs are not making the playoffs according to Les.
Tank.
So we just had someone join the pod, coming back from last season, coming in on this season, part of the JG roster. We got Nikko coming back in. How we doing, brother?
Yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good, man. I was just peeping some of that House of Dragon before I popped in.
Yes, sir. How was the episode? I'm gonna watch it right after this.
I'm behind. I didn't catch last week, so I was watching episode 1.
Okay.
What a guy.
It was honestly
Get him out of here, bro.
Big episode. I really liked it. I thought it was honestly up there with a couple of the seasons of the actual Game of Thrones. So I'm excited.
It's fire.
To see the rest of
It came out fire, and I was like 10 minutes in. They already cut off some dude's dick, so that was pretty wild.
They showed the whorehouse. Like the brothel. They did all that. The whole 9 yards.
Right,
you know.
Yeah, they knew what we came for.
Yeah, let's get him out. Yo, let's go.
Hell yeah. All right, so we got this new segment coming on. We're gonna call it Nico's Nail Biters. That's subject to probably change, but we're gonna probably grind out these bets probably for the rest of the season. I don't know if I'm gonna take his advice personally, but Nico's one of the people.
Will. I trust you, Nico. I trust you with all my heart.
And before we even get started, anybody who wants to follow and track, like if you got the Action app or whatever, you can you put your picks in there and you can see people's shit. I post all my picks and put it all on there. It keeps your record and everything. So hop on and take a look. It's
follow Nikko right now, you whore.
Yeah, I made a little money last night on those college football games.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I love it.
My man didn't have Hawaii minus or plus 8.5.
I did not have
sure.
Hawaii. I did not have Hawaii.
They got fucked on. Nice. All right, Nikko. So we got this little segment here for you. What are some of your favorite future bets, whether it be college football, NFL, basketball? I don't know what you got on your list this upcoming season, but I'm sure you do have something.
Yeah, I actually got my ticket opened up right now. I'll run through a few that I made. So the first thing I put in I'll start with NFL so we can kind of be a little organized here since you guys were already rolling with NFL.
Thank you.
First thing I put in post NFL draft, so this was probably back in April or whatever. I took the Ravens. I like their number to win it. They were real good last year before Lamar went down. I think they had the best record in football, or one of the best, or one of the top records in football. That team, I think, is different. I know the concerns a lot of people have, similar to the Packers in the NFC. They don't have a lot of weapons.
The wide receivers, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't worry me that much. I mean, their offensive style is, they run it different than most teams. They run the ball a lot. They run it through tight ends. They got 2 great tight ends now. I don't know. I'm sure anyone who's watched any preseason football has seen Isaiah Likely, my boy from Coastal Carolina, going off.
I don't know who that is.
Leading the preseason in receiving yards after catch, you name it, every category you could basically have. As a tight
Ravens
end.
are the best preseason team of all time. I think they've won 20. Is it 24? 24 in a row now, or 23?
24 in a row preseason. That's impressive. Yeah. That's impressive for preseason.
But yeah, so I got them. I thought pretty good value. They were 20-1 to win the whole thing after the draft. So I hopped on that, and then in conjunction with it, I also took a little nibble of Lamar to win MVP at 23-1.
Running it back again.
Because if they're gonna be as good as I think.
Les was hating, bro.
No. I am not hating on Lamar. He should win MVP, but he doesn't have any help, so I don't think he'll get MVP.
That's why I think he's gonna get it. Because if that team's winning games, it's gonna be because Lamar's doing shit all about. He's gonna be rushing a lot. He's gonna be throwing it to what everybody wants.
Make or break. Make or break 10 times out of 10.
Yeah. So I just like I said, it was a little bit of a shot. I mean, obviously, you got your favorites, Josh Allen and Mahomes and Herbert and all these guys are the favorites. So I liked a lot. For the futures like those, I like to take bigger numbers, take a shot. It's a long
okay.
Season. Guys get hurt, guys, things change, so have a little fun with it. So yeah, I'm Ravens heavy, obviously. I think they're being super undervalued. I didn't put a future on them to win the North, but I think they will win the AFC North still. I just didn't like the number that I had them at. But yeah, so that's kind of the 2 big NFL ones I have. So I'll be heavy on the Ravens this year. There were a few win totals I don't have put in yet, but I was just kind of scrolling through them before we went on just to see where they were at that I've been eyeing. I love, as Arrian knows from the last time we did the pod, I love Detroit this year. Their win totals at 6.5. Their win totals at 6.5. Dan Campbell get me 7 wins this year. He can get me 7 plus.
7 wins. Come on, they can go 7.
Okay, look.
7 and 10.
Bare minimum.
7
wins at least. Okay.
Dan Campbell gonna get me 7 wins. That offense is too good. I know their defense sucks. They got a lot of playmakers on offense. Their offensive line is solid. The offense is too good to not be a 7, at least 7 and 9.
Yeah, you could trust Jared Goff to get 7 wins.
Never in my life have I heard a person bet on Detroit. Never.
They get to play the Bears twice. That should be 2 wins right there.
Bro, you haven't watched Hard Knocks at all.
2 out of 18, bro. 2 out of 18.
I will run through a wall for Dan Campbell, okay?
They have a great coach. Yeah. I will give them that. They have a very motivational coach, for real.
But yeah, I like for the win totals, I like to do a lot of dumpster diving because the bad teams, obviously all the money comes in on the unders. I also like the Falcons over. There's totals at 4.5. I think they
with no Matty.
Yeah, I think they squeeze out 5 wins. I like Mariota. I like Ritter too.
I like Ritter.
They'll probably start. They both look good.
Kyle Pitts, Cordell Patterson, sleeper.
I'm not going to sit here and say they're going to win the division or even be competitive, but I mean 4.5 win total is, I think, kind of a slap in the face. They have a really easy schedule. There's 5 games, maybe 6 games out there they can win for sure. So I like their over a little bit. It's not a fun one to take. It sucks to bet the overs for bad teams because you're sitting there hoping they're going to win 4 or 5 games.
You're cross, yo.
But they're there.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at NFL wise. Not a ton there. There's been, we want to talk a little Rookie of the Year stuff. So much money is coming on George Pickens now to win the Offensive Rookie of the Year that it's not even. You
said
I wonder if he'll even get any like a good amount of burn on that team. Like they're so deep at wide receiver. I know he'll get burned. I'm just saying like the fact that people think that he's gonna get like 10 targets a game. Like you kind of have to. Go for it.
The talent's undeniable, like you said. There's just a lot of mouths to feed in that offense. With like, I like Mitch, but he's no MVP quarterback. It's hard to get those mid-range quarterbacks that keep that many people relevant. Like he's got to get the ball to Deontay Johnson. He's got to get the ball to Chase Claypool. He's got to get the ball to George Pickens. He's got to give the ball to Harris. They got to get the ball to Najee a bunch. They got to give the ball to Freiermuth. Mitch is good, but he ain't gonna throw for 4,500 yards. So I mean, there's only so many targets and so many receptions to go around. I like Pickens from a skill and talent level, but to feel that confident on him, like I said, he opened, I think, after the draft at like 16-1 or something. He's all the way down to like 6-1 right now to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. So
what about like a Dameon Pierce type of action right now and from Houston?
Yeah, he's shifted a bunch too now, but he's down to like 16-1 too. That's somebody I would be more interested in just because, like you said, running backs can win it. Especially if they're a lead back, but how much are you going to score and how much are they going to score in Houston? That's the question.
Yeah, they might. Yeah, either them, in my opinion, or the Bears might be the worst team in the NFL. Like that might be something you could take a look at for like total wins and like the least amount of wins. Those two teams. Like, I stopped betting a while ago. I had my run with the NCAA tournament that absolutely ravaged my butthole. So I'm a little retired right now, but hopefully I'll be back after Prop 27 gets passed here in California.
Knock on wood, baby. What do we got? 2.5 more months or so until the vote.
Get out voting day. Get out and vote.
Go and vote. Sports gambling specifically.
I don't give a shit about any elections. Go vote for Prop 27.
Yeah, man. Like, all these reservations, the big reservations, they can keep their money. The small ones, they're not pulling in shit. So
yeah, but yeah, that's
gambling going.
As far as NFL goes, that's pretty much everything I've been looking at. I'm just excited for the season start getting some games, and week 1 is
upon us.
It's time to take the home dogs, baby.
Home dogs.
I was doing the research from last year. Oh shit, it's on my fucking. If I close this, will it leave? Can you guys still see me?
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay, hold on. I'm pulling up. I had the notes. I want to get the stat right from last year. Favorites in week 1 of 2021 went 5-11 against the spread and lost. And of those 11 games they didn't cover, they lost 8 of them outright. So
shit.
the books like to overinflate, like people like to overhype how good they think teams are and how bad they think teams are, and people forget when we get to week one that it's the NFL and even the bad teams are going to keep games close. There's not a ton of blowouts in the NFL, so that's a good trend to keep an eye on when you're looking at week one bets. Is dogs, especially home dogs in those big games. Like I know everyone's loving. I think the Colts play the Texans or something, and they have a pretty huge spread, but that's a road game, so something to keep an eye on.
All right. Yeah. So sounds like you got a good amount of action, for the upcoming season. I'm sure some more bets will formulate as the season progresses. But yeah, as Nikko said, we're all really excited for the season. We're all excited for the new season of Just Goofin. We've got a lot of things to cover. We covered a lot today already. Just excited to be back. Stoked to have you guys back on. Moving forward, we're going to try and, release an episode every Tuesday or Wednesday, checking out, all the content on the website, our Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. There's a lot to cover here. So, but also I just wanted to say thank you to you guys as well, for coming on, not only last season, but, coming on today.
Yeah.
I'm really stoked about
so
this. So yeah, Les and I are very appreciative. And yeah, we're looking forward to the rest of the season. You guys have anything else? Any wild takes? Anything to leave it off with? Nothing.
Go Lions, baby. Go Lions.
Go Lions.
Go Detroit. Yo, that's crazy. I've never thought I'd hear that in my life.
From a Packers fan, go Lions.
Bro, what is going on tonight? Yo, oh my God. Yo, what is he
You
on?
guys beat up on them enough. Beat up on him
Before
enough.
you place those bets, before you place those bets, he was a good risk taker. Like all his locks are super solid, and I'm going to partake in a lot of those. But just know he's a Packers fan going for the Detroit Lions. Just know that information before you take any of his word. I just gotta inform you. That's all.
All right, boys. Yeah, thanks for everything. Super stoked about the season. Go Pats. And yeah, let's keep it rolling, boys.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll catch you later.
Sure.